Welcome back to Mass Effect 2. JC here, and we are going to continue chatting to everybody on the ship we did. Joker. We basically gone from the front of the ship, right at the back there, just above my head there, all the way up to this point. I think we also did Jacob, so we've done everybody on this floor. That's what I remember. Yep. Done all of that. And now we need to go and do the other floors. So this is the talking to everybody section, so I no longer have to talk to them ever again. And there was much rejoicing. Other than this one, who will constantly bug me. I mean, I just loaded in and she was talking to me before the screen even finished. This is great. Your private terminal. There's unread messages. I call bullshit on that, madam. Utter bullshit. You lie like a cheap Japanese watch. You understand that? Right. Moving on. Open sesame. Right, we don't need to go to the captain's cabin because there's nothing up there. See? Team members, none, obviously. After the initial chat with everybody, it's only the team members you need to go and visit. Crew quarters. There's Miranda. Ms. Genetically Perfect. I'll explain that little nickname when we get to her. So we're off to the crew quarters, going down. Or not. No, the loading time is so fast the little animation didn't get to play.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
I'm sorry, friend, you've just raised a massive red flag above your head. You, sir, are doomed. This comes from experience and watching enough anime. This big flag. It's either a red flag, or even worse, he's raised a black death flag. That man is doomed. No, we're not going in the women's restroom. Have standards, you know. Yeah, this is a brilliant facilities, but I'm the captain and I have my own deck, so no. I have my own toilet and shower. I'm Commander Shepard. No. Something like that. Oh, hello. There's a familiar face. Let's have a chat.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
And the first thing he starts with, do you need anything?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Well, I mean, it's expensive unless you lift it off a counter when nobody's watching. Which you'll see later on. Yes, as far as I can tell, the T-Bringer just sort of walks up to a bar and goes, "Mine?" and doesn't pay for it. Doesn't have to. No credits get taken out of my account. I just yoink it. Because it's just lying there out in the open. I'm just like, oh, great, yoink. Thank you very much. Unless they patch that by now.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Yeah. I mean, the chance of getting your entire ship blown out from underneath you is kind of a thrilling. You've seen that firsthand, haven't you?
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Good! Probably gonna need that.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Totally. And it's not like suicide missions to the T-Bringer or anything like a normal suicide mission. It's like, haha, this is a suicide mission. Ah, it's a Tuesday then. 'Cause that's what it's going to end up like. After this, after the end of this game, nah, nothing. It's just Tuesday or a Thursday. This is normal. I eat this kind of stuff for breakfast. Nom 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 nom. Sort of. Well, I think we've done everything with her. So, have a good day.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
That's so an evil villain type thing. It's like, Commander, please wait while my chair turns.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Hey, jerk off. Shut your face. Or I'll make you clean the bogs. Talking to someone who cleans the bogs.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Mess Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What fire is that? I think it's only the ground crew who does that. And that's me and my team, not you lot. But, better not point that out.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
You see that? You see that stare? That stare is the stop shitting with me and just give me the damn list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Wow, the sudden change in lighting.
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
Yeah, we're going to have that comment as well.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
Find the nearest airlock, sir. We're not having any of that. Least you can do is wash your hands every time. Every time you switch between doing dirty work and clean work. I mean, that's sort of been ingrained into me due to my normal work, but you know, technicalities. But that did, when he says that, it's just the part of my brain just goes, ah, no! Horribles. Well, at least I'm not eating it. And of course, if he does do it wrong, he'll be collecting more than just everything. He'll be collecting the food again in a different form. As the stomach basically presses the big red reject button. With the predictable results.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Ah, so he's an indoctrinated Cerberus boy. Lovely.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
There's also a slight element of a 1,000-yard stare just then. It's the sign that somebody's seen some shit and doesn't want to remember.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
More work. Job's done. Can't go up there yet. We just need a certain crew member that can calibrate things. That's an in-joke, you'll understand it later. Unless you've played the game, and then you'll understand exactly what he means. Oh, look! Miranda.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I mean, if you read the case file of all the shit I found in the previous game, yeah, I'd like to know about that.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
I thought N7 was, but you know.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
I mean, that lack of oversight is totally not going to come back and bite you all in the arses. Putting all your trust in one person doesn't normally end well. But we'll leave that for the next game.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
So what you're basically saying is you're bullshitting it and making it up as you go along.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
I've done worse. You know, saving the Citadel. Ilos. That was an interesting one. Just don't remind me about physics.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
Ah, you hear that? The tea bringer's special. Just supply him enough tea and he won't turn on you. Yet. I mean, you gotta do some really shady shit for him to go, hey, okay, I'm not working with you anymore.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
And there we go, straight to the point. The first thing that popped into my head. Ah, you're a bit full of yourself then.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
I wouldn't say much for your looks, though. Not my thing. Can't say about the reflexes, or any of the rest of it. Mostly because you're going to spend the rest of the game, as far as I can tell, in this office. Yeah, you're not coming down to the planet with me. Well, you might have to until I get my core crew. People, you know, I can trust. Not some misgenetically perfect Cerberus lackey. Oh, and here's the thing we learn about misgenetically perfect.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Yep, and you're gonna have to live with that. Dum dum dum. Whereas I, just the tea bringer, just comes along and just gives them heavy metal poisoning. High velocity heavy metal poisoning. There we go, it's been a while since I used that one. Gives them a quick dose of high velocity heavy metal poisoning and the problems just go away. Moving on.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Sit down. Hang you up, right. Moving on. Right, we've done a full circuit. There's nobody else to talk to in here. To the engineering deck. Going down. You have to push that button. Ooh. Oh, codex for the shuttle, which apparently... Oh, there it is. They hang it from the ceiling like a chandelier, which is really handy. Literally nothing here other than the engineering section. Intriguing! And a weird subdeck for no apparent reason. Hello!
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
Hello.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Just Gabby, just one thing. Just don't pull an actually jingles on me. Alright? You came close, and I'll airlock you for it.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Ah, you'll be getting a present soon then.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Understandable.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
And there's your quote of the day. Have fun with that one.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
See? Some people know my character. It's glowing and vibrating. It's probably not the best thing. I don't like being this close. I'll let somebody who's better with engines do that. Well, there we go. We are done with the tour of the ship, he says, having not visited one deck. It's time to go and see the captain's fancy pad. Open. Oh. I say, I have an aquarium. I can have fishies. And models. And that's about it. Fancy. Look, it's got a proper bed, and I also said I had a shower and a toilet. Oh, I do. I have my own toilet, which you can use. And I have my own shower. See? I don't have to go in with all the plebs. What? True. Right, we better head back. Where are we going? We're going to the CIC, Combat Information Center. Going there. Let's go to that. It'll be a recurring joke now, isn't it? Ah, your loading time's so fast the game can't actually do. Oh, hello. Everybody's here. Oh, everybody's here. No, God, no. Oh, okay, yeah, it's this one. Well, we'll do things here before we go to the Citadel, because we will visit the Citadel, because obviously I need the fancy foods and stuffs. So we'll go to Omega. Get all all this information. We should have enough. No, we won't have enough time to do everything. Next episode will be first mission, and I will be recruiting the scientist. Oh, this is something they added in the mod. You can change your appearance before every mission. And just go. I don't need to change it. I don't have any armors. This is one of the things I'm coming to the hubs for, is to buy armor that is added via the mods. Basically, non-Cerberus stuff, because I don't want Cerberus logos all over my armor. I have standards, you know. Oh man, I gotta go with these pair of... I'll spend my points later. So annoying. Here we go, I'll spend my points now, shall I? God's sake, so annoying. Right, I can get 2 level 2s and then Cryoblast to unlock my last one. So, Warp is going to be a more important one. Recharge time gets a lot longer. Does Tech Armor reduce my... It's got a long recharge time, but it doesn't affect my powers recharge until the next game. Yeah, they change how Tech Armor, because the first game doesn't have Tech Armor. The second game is one that introduces it. The third game changes how Tech Armor works. Still does the same thing, but it, rather than having a long recharge, it flips that and puts a recharge penalty on the rest of your powers when you have it active. Kind of sucks a bit, but meh. What can you do? So I'm gonna get a point in that. What's the difference between the two? 20 more points, bigger radius, and detonation. Hello. Detonation radius and detonation. Oh. Detonates any biotic power already affecting the target, such as pull or singularity, causing further effects. Oh. Oh, of course, yes. This is another one they change in the next game. It's not a detonator, it's a source in the next game. Because there is actually biotic detonations as an actual thing. They've got tech detonations in this game, and then they evolve it into the next game. But at this point there's only tech, and a biotic explosion is kind of hard baked into warp, I think. So it just makes them explode better. Okay. I can't set up my own detonations yet. In the next game I can do the warp throw combo, which will tear through armoured opponents like it's going out of fashion. You just get a big beefy thing with loads of armour, it just goes dead. It's like, haha, friend. Plus, of course, you hit it with warp and it, I don't know whether it does it quite yet. Yeah, in the next one, I think you can evolve it to make armor weaker. So armored opponents take more damage because their armor is less powerful. Because you're tearing it to pieces at the molecular level. Great ability. Just don't think too much about what it's actually doing to your target, because you really don't want to think about that one. I'm going to upgrade Overload, because actually Overload's one of the really powerful ones, because briefly stuns synthetic foes. The target's resistance is down. Loads. This is your anti-shield. Cryoblast, he is your anti-person thing, and that'll turn them into a an enemy sickle. Snap freezes them. It's brilliant. There we go. There's my points. Miranda, I don't really care. You can auto level. I have no intention of actively using these characters, so I'm just going to auto level. Auto level's probably a pretty much decent enough idea anyway. Right. Oh, weapons loadout. Well. No. Basically. Pistol, shotgun, pistol, shotgun. Great. Thanks. Here we go.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
Afterlife now.
Airlock now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Excellent. Map. Thank you. Right. And on at that note, we are out of time. Next time we'll quickly run around here, do the things, and then try and get Morden on board. It might bleed over into the third episode for the week. You know, because I'm a consummate person who can keep on track and actually do what he says he's supposed to be doing. Anyway, on that note, thank you for watching. Until next time, this is JC.